Well, lads, what's the crack? Here for GWA. God, I played my GWA match earlier this week, so that was why I GWA in the mind. But we're here for ZDA fucking finals, man. I did not think I was going to get this far. Misdreavus came. It's Terra Electric. Ooh, I did not expect that. I thought for sure it was going to be Terra Steel Misdreavus. Okay, interesting. Let's see. Against this team, she brought Whimsicott, which I find really interesting. I did not think Whimsicott would come. Kind of makes me regret dropping Heavy Slam on Fortress, but I think I'll just honestly leave Talonflame. I think leaving Talonflame is fine. It's pretty much a good lead into anything. My original lead was to lead Monkey, but I actually think this is better, question mark. Anyway, wait and see. Hopefully she'll lead a Rakwanid. I kind of wish I did stick with Terra Dark on Honchcrow because it would make me immune to Whimsicott's Prankster. Claw, we see a Sneasel lead, interesting. Okay. We do see no Golem, which is kind of surprising. I actually thought Golem would come. I think this is a pretty free U-turn for me. If she Scarfs Sneasel, then I see that immediately. Yeah, I think I'm fine just clicking U-turn here. It's pretty much just my safe play. Sneasel lead. She's Ash Sneasel, maybe? Interesting. I was thinking the Rakwanid lead could be a possibility, but I did not think Sneasel lead would be what she would go for. But yeah, in case I didn't say it, good luck, have fun to Crep. This is hopefully going to be a fun one. Duskpaw. Misdreavus comes in. Okay. We see very little damage. So it is Terra Electric on this thing. It does make it a little bit annoying to deal with. I could go out to Honchcrow, just pop my Terra Fire immediately. Because to be honest, I actually don't have great ways to deal with Terra Electric Misdreavus. I thought for sure she would be Terra Steel. Let's see my Honchcrow to Misdreavus. My Terra Blast Fire doesn't even two-shot this thing. If she decides to Terra, this actually is kind of annoying. Fruzzion can't really beat it 1v1. I think I might have to go into Honchcrow here so I swap to Water Absorb. That's really unfortunate. But it does mean if she gets up Hazards later, she can't spin block anymore. But I do think I kind of just have to burn my Terra immediately. Because otherwise Terra Electric T-Bolt is just going to destroy me. I could still Brave Bird. I think I should live a T-Bolt into a Brave Bird. No. She's definitely tearing. I think I'm fine taking this trade, to be honest. Because Misdreavus is kind of annoying for my team. Even though Honchcrow is fantastic in this endgame. Misdreavus is rather annoying for me to deal with. If she goes into a Rakwanid, I think that's fine. Because I'll probably just have to pivot into Lantern. Then probably just flip turn from Lantern. She stays in. Okay. So I'll be able to see exactly how much bulk she has. I'm guessing a lot of bulk. She has Terra herself. We could also see a T-Wave come out, that would be kind of annoying. But yeah, I don't really have great ways to deal with Terra Electric Misdreavus on this team. That was a good call. Because this does surprisingly little. Yeah. Yeah. Can't mind. Oh my god! Fuck's sake. Alright, and we're pretty much back where we were. I'm about to fire off my Terror Blast, she's about to fire off a Calm Mind. Thankfully, I think we're in a situation where, from the amount of damage I did, I don't think a Thunderbolt will actually be able to kill me. That looks like a solid 3-shot. So it does just look like max defense of Misdreavus. So I think I'm fine just staying in and taking my Terror Blast damage, because if she wants to Pain Split, I'll pretty much have this thing at a range where it's revengeable, is my point. And I'm honestly fine going Haunch Crow for Misdreavus. Pain Split. I'll lose a chunk, she'll gain a chunk. I think I am at a range where this thing will KO me with T-Bolt. Terra. Electric. +1. Yeah, it's actually a roll to KO me if she has no special attack. Do I take that? I pretty much kind of have to now. Yeah, and this thing's very hard to revenge. God. This thing's actually a big pain. Big pain. Maybe I should have went Terra Dark. Oops. I guess we'll just fire off another Terra Blast. I don't really have much of a choice in the matter, and hope I get the roll. Pain Split again. So she's not risking the roll. Interesting. Okay. I mean, yeah, I kind of just have to go for another Terra Blast. I can't let this thing Pain Split against any of my full health mons. So I kind of just have to go mon for mon here. T-Bolt, that's now guaranteed since she went for the second Pain Split. But I do have a bit more damage off on this thing. +1/+1, no special defense. And we go. It's Talonflame. Yeah, Talonflame KOs this thing. Just 30% minimum. Yeah, Talonflame has the best shot of KOing this thing on my team. So if I do lose Talonflame here, there should be no chance this thing lives. Yeah, there's no chance this thing lives. She doesn't really have a great Flare Blitz pivot, it's really only like Araquanid. So we'll just go for it. Losing Haunch Crow is a bit unfortunate, but it's literally what I had to do. It's kind of similar to when I sacked Kingdra to that bulk of Poliwrath before. She'll withdraw, putting into Araquanid. Delphox. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, leftover, so it's probably sub Delphox. But let me see that damage. I guess that is believable. So let's see, I could U-turn or I could go for Brave Bird. If I go for Brave Bird, this thing doesn't actually KO me with a Psy Shock. But then I kind of lose my best thing to just straight up kill the Misdreavus. And it can Pain Split against a Lantern or Fortress. which is very annoying. I think I might just lose if that thing gets a paint split off. I think I just U-turn. Maybe I should have went for my Brave Bird roll. I think U-turn's fine. So we go into Lantern here. Psyshock, yeah. I have a good amount of defense. We do take that fine. Now, do I want to just flip turn here? I don't really mind them going into Araquanid. Yeah, I don't really mind Araquanid coming out. I think I'm fine just going for a flip turn here. She could stay in the Psyshock and take her damage. She subs. Very interesting. Very interesting. Okay, I was like, please, that shorty breaks. That shorty breaks. Okay, thankfully this thing is now in Talonflame range. I'll take a lot of recoil, but it is kind of the safest way to deal with this Delphox. Like I said before, she doesn't really have great Brave Bird switch-ins. So we can kind of just click it. Pretty much this kind of forces a sack, I think. Either sack Delphox, sack Misdreavus, or sack one of the full health guys, so it's probably either Delphox or Misdreavus. The Misdreavus is still a big issue, even though it's so low health. Even though it's so low health, that Misdreavus is still such a big issue. So I'd honestly be absolutely fine if she sacks Misdreavus here. Does withdraw. Out into... Party, is that Komala? Komala. Okay. We do see a 2-shot. Do I want to take that recoil though? It gets rid of her hazard removal, which is nice. Am I fine with taking that recoil? That's a very big question. Am I fine with taking that recoil? Honestly, I think it's fine. Honestly, I think it's fine. We get rid of one of her sacks immediately. And I don't want to go Fortress, because if I go Fortress and she decides to U-turn, then she immediately brings back out Misdreavus, and we're in a big problem again. So I think I need to just clean this KO. Yeah, I think I need to just clean this KO. Ugh, I really don't feel good about this. Like, Talonflame looks fantastic against everything, but it's just kind of... That Misdreavus is kind of scaring me. That Misdreavus is scaring me. Sunny Patch. Araquanid. Interesting. Interesting. Let me see my damage against this thing. Oh my god, man. Alright, so we're back. Again. From the way she brought in this Araquanid, it pretty much has to be Sash, so I'm just going to U-turn. It either has to be Sash or like very physically defensive, because that's the only way it lives this. So I'm just going to U-turn. Okay, that did about 10-ish%, 10 to 15. It's a bit hard to tell from that damage. It looks like it is pretty defensive Araquanid. Lantern's my pretty easy pivot in here. Do see liquidation. Very good. Very, very good. Do I feel like predicting Delphox? No. Sorry, do I feel like predicting Whimsicott? If this thing stays in on a flip turn, then it's very, very bad for me. Very, very bad for me. If it does stay in, then I suppose I go into Virizion. Thing is, if I T-bolt into Misdreavus, it's very, very bad. It's very bad if I T-bolt into Misdreavus. Multi-bolt. Okay, they do stay in. Probably predicting my flip turn. Each life. That's actually okay, I think. Do I flip turn now? If I flip turn into Virizion now, it's actually fine, I think. Yeah, I think I can actually flip turn into Virizion now. Okay. Crit. Bit unfortunate, but I don't think it'll matter hugely. I don't think this thing is in Virizion Stone Age range anyway. Yeah, because I could go into Fortress, but Mirror Coat. Very good, very good. So it's probably an AV rack when it then. AV sounds likely. I think we will just drop a Stone Age. It's a bit risky, but either way we get damage off our Whimsicott, which I'm fine with. So let's fire off Stone Age. We do withdraw into Whimsicott. Fuzz Cloud, Whimsicott, cool. We missed Stone Edge, bit unfortunate. Wouldn't have gotten huge damage, but it would give me info on the Whimsicott. I'm very tempted to go into Fortress here, but again, it just gives Misdreavus a chance to Pain Split up. And if that happens, I think I just straight up lose the game. I'm actually just going to stay in and Air Slash this Whimsicott. Because it's probably going to just try to get up screens, to be honest. It does U-turn. Very good, very good. Glad I didn't go Fortress. Very glad I didn't go Fortress. She could still go into Misdreavus here, but I actually think that's okay. Uniclaw. Into Sneasel. Okay. Ooh. Nasty crit on that. She probably just Ice Shards here, to be honest. I think Fortress here is fine. Because if I go Fortress here, the only time that's bad is if she, even if she doubles onto Whimsicott. I think it's only bad if she doubles directly onto Misdreavus, which is such a risky play. I don't think she'll do that. I could also just Vacuum Wave. Do I live in Ice Shard? To Sneasel. I do live in Ice Shard. Even from Banded. I'll go for Vacuum Wave. Okay, nice. She has an Ice Shard. Cool. So Sneasel goes down. Sneasel goes down. Fortress is becoming less and less useful. Thankfully, I don't think that crit would have mattered then. If she would have done that play anyway, maybe the crit enticed her to stay in, but she also might have just forgot that Virizion got Vacuum Wave, which is honestly very easy to forget. By the way, shout out to my goat Elliot for suggesting that I bring Vacuum Wave, because I was not going to bring it at first. I was not going to bring Vacuum Wave at first. Yeah, honestly, I think I just need to keep playing offensive here. I just need to keep playing offensive. Because I can't afford to go into Fortress and then she U-turns into Misdreavus. That Misdreavus is just too much of a threat, way too much of a threat. And I do live a Moonblast. What? What? Hold on. Is that thing Specs? That thing had to be Specs on a high roll, unless it's modest Specs. Jesus. Okay, I mean, I guess Talonflame comes out. Yeah, I guess Talonflame comes out. God. I mean, Talonflame comes out because it just gets a kill. But God, man. That thing is Specs. Dear sweet mother of God. Alright, so we killed Whimsicott. That's something. I did not expect Specs Whimsicott into this matchup. I expected like Stun Spore and shit, but I did not expect that. Sunny Patch. Back onto Araquanid, yeah, makes sense. I think I just have to U-turn. Yeah, I have to U-turn. Yeah. Because Talonflame would die to the recoil. Do I go to Fortress and Volt Switch? I think I do. Yeah, I think I do go to Fortress and Volt Switch. Liquidation. Didn't live that. Good, good, good. And I Volt Switch because I don't want to let Misdreavus back in. Okay, good. She does withdraw. Probably out into Misdreavus. Does fall, yeah. Oh, okay. That takes a lot of pressure off. That takes a lot of pressure off. I think actually I might just go Monkey Dory here. Save Talonflame's health. Yeah, I think I go Monkey Dory here. Because it does kill from this range. So we can just Monkey Dory, Sludge Wave. Okay, that's fine. We can just Monkey Dory, Sludge Wave, it should kill everything. Maybe Araquanid lives if it's AV. Switches out, probably sack Delphox. Yeah, sack Delphox. Makes sense. Oh, it actually lived. Wow. It doesn't really make much of a difference. Because we just stay in Sludge Wave. Misdreavus is pretty much the only way I can lose. So pretty much all I have to do is just make sure that thing cannot get a Pain Split off. If I make sure that thing can't get a Pain Split off, then this should be fine. So I think I have to just stay in. I have to just stay in and Sludge Wave this Araquanid. Pretty much sack Monkey Dory, and then go out to Talonflame and try to clean. Because she might try to predict a Lantern or Fortress coming in here. But I can't afford to do that. Because if I give her a pre-Pain Split, this game could genuinely be over. Especially since Pokemon like Lantern are such high HP. She's probably debating now if she wants to double. Honestly, the double is probably her best play because it is the play that actually gets her back into the game. Just stay in Sludge Wave, comes out. Ooh, just barely misses on the KO. Miracos does not kill. Wow. Wow. Okay, Monkey Dory the GOAT. Oh man. Shit. Okay. Thankfully, I don't think this was a very hacksy game. There was a crit on Sneasel, but I don't think that mattered hugely if she was going to do the same play. But shit. Alright, Monkey Dory. Monkey fucking Dory is hopefully going to be able to carry us to our second low tier championship. Alright, shit. Then alright, fuck. GG's to Crep. I'm very sorry about all the disconnecting. I don't know if it was my fault or yours. To be honest, it was probably mine because of course, it fucking was. But shit, GG's. Hope we can play again soon. I don't know if we're playing in GWA, but if we do, then I hope it'll be a great game. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching this season, and apparently I'm undefeated in low tier leagues. Enter 2-1-2, so what can I say? Alright, we'll see you for the next GWA match. Good luck.